Good evening, everyone. Nice, beautiful trees. The sun is out. Beautiful day. But I'm working on something cool. It's the new LX173. And I know, you can yell at me. I started taking stuff apart. There's the mower deck. It came with a bagger, which is in okay shape. It came with a dethatcher, which looks almost brand new to me. And the blade is elsewhere, but this is it. Haven't touched this thing. Draining the oil out of it. The oil smelled like gas. It's, as you can see, kind of watery. No, that is not all the oil. There was already oil in this bucket, but it was overfilled. But yeah, this thing is in pretty decent shape. I mean, I'm happy with it. The motor has good compression. Right there. Yeah, good compression. A little bit of a leak, looks like out of the valve cover. They just use RTV on those, so I can replace that. Now, the complaint on this tractor was that the transmission did not work. And the guy claimed that it would be $1,400 to fix. Okay, thanks for the info. I was buying it for the motor anyway. I really didn't care. Right? Well, here's the problem. Here's the wheel. The wheel's off. There's the wheel. And let's see. There's a snap ring. Very badly bent snap ring. And there's the axle and the brakes and transmission is back in there. So here's the thing. My buddy said that when he parked this thing that he hit the brakes right here and it wouldn't stop. Brakes didn't do nothing. So the transmission being bad and not driving, that means that, you know, okay, is the keyway in the pulley right in there, is that sheared off? Or, you know, is something wrong internally? What's up? When my buddy told me the brakes didn't even work, I said, okay, that's not right. So I immediately thought, you know, what about the keyway inside the wheel? Is that sheared or broken or whatever? Well, here's where the keyway is supposed to go. The key locks, that's all it locks the wheel to the axle. And it's not there. And it's not on the ground. And it's not in there. This thing, I pulled the cap off, right here, hub cap. And the axle was not turning, and the wheel was. So a little $1,400 mistake. Looks like it's just keyway has gone bad, gone missing. But yeah, it's pretty clean. I mean, obviously there's mud and some muck, and I mean, some dirt in there. But I think it's 20 years old. What do you expect? So yeah, I think there's our problem. I'm gonna check the other wheel as well, but I think that is our problem. I haven't started this thing yet. So I'm gonna, you know, see if it cranks, and if it runs, I will then show you guys. But it has no battery in it. I got a brand new battery for it. My buddy picked one up for me. But other than that, I mean, this thing is in good shape. I mean, the hood's not cracked. I got a big split right here in mine, you know. Only issues, there's two issues with the hood. One of them is this little fin. It's cracked. I can fix that, some Gorilla Glue. And right here, there's some breakage. But the other side, as you can see, is completely fine. So it's got the Kohler on it. It's the only LX1 series that has the Kohler on it. And you guys know I've raved about these things before. These are awesome little motors. There's a little bit of muck down in there. It's not bad. I mean, it's better than mine when I first got mine. That is for darn sure. Alright, so I'm going to keep working on it. And I'll keep you guys updated. Here's the mower deck, by the way. You ever seen such a stiff belt? I mean, that thing is just solid. It's not moving at all back there. Look at that. Look at that. Guy said this thing ran in the fall. I don't believe that. Especially since a fall mower deck looks like that. There's no way. Absolutely no way. It does have a mulching kit, though. That's nice. One of the reasons why I love Craigslist so much is to figure out Are they telling the truth? Are they not telling the truth? But yeah, so the wheels look good. This tire holds air and wheel looks great. This tire is dry rotted, as you can see, but it does hold air and wheel looks okay. Other side, this wheel not so much. It's not bad. There's no duct tape on it right now, but and this one over here doesn't really. I just put air in it and it's already, you know, leaked out some, but it's pretty dry rotted. All right, I'm gonna keep going, and I will check in with you guys in a bit. Here's the new machine. What's going on, everybody? So we are currently working on the two LX173s. Here's my new one, which was in the one that's in the shed. And then here's one that I've been using. This is the one that you guys saw me put the 38 on and test drive and everything. This thing is starting to smoke worse on startup, and I am just I'm ready just to start using my new one. So currently what I'm doing is I'm jacking it up. I got the wheels off. I got to clean out the spindles because they are just delicious. Oh yeah. So I got to clean those out, grease them, make sure they're all good. The steering on this thing is actually pretty smooth. I'm not too bad there. Tires are not bad. A little tiny bit of dry rot on the inside of the wheel. There's a little more dry rot, but they're holding air, so I'm going to run them until they don't run no more. Cleaned off the engine pretty good, so the frame is nice and clean. There's still some grease. I mean, don't get me wrong, but inside the engine, I've seen inside a small engine before. Flywheels in there, magneto. Cleaned off the valve cover, rocker cover, I should say. I'm going to be doing an oil change. I have a new filter for it, air filter. Oil. There's some grease down there. I'm not too worried about it. Basically, what I'm going to do is this new tractor is going to be my workhorse, and then this one's going to be really cleaned up and nice because this one's been rebuilt before by me. So I'm just going to clean it up, and it'll look really nice. So yeah, that's my project right now. Currently, like I said, I'm getting got the wheels off, and I'll be getting the belt out. I need to get the clutch off, which is that right there. I always use the impact to be able to get the clutch out of there, because there is a bolt that goes through the bottom of the crank for the engine. It's pretty greasy, but it's okay. So I'm going to be doing that, getting all that out, and when I do, I will record it so you guys can see me use the impact. Oh yeah. Okay, got the impact out. Air compressor is nice and full. Here, let's go over here and turn that on. Let's go about 80 should work. And oh, that came off. I'm using a non-impact socket for impact purposes, but it'll be fine, right? Okay, so here's what I'm working with. I'm crawling my back under here, get all gross and dirty, just for you guys. Here's what I'm working with. You got a bolt there, and on the other side as well, and then you got that pulley, or this pulley for the clutch, and then this bolt has to come out here, which is going to be used for the impact. And then these up here, I will use just a regular wrench on. And of course, I'm going to clean on the oil. I'll clean the oil off of it. So, come on, focus. I don't know why it's not focusing. Oh well. So that's what I'm doing. So, see if we can get this crack this bolt off of here. Oh, sorry about that. Here, I need to get some safety glasses, and then we'll crack the bolt off. Okay. Hopefully it's a good shot for you guys. Here we go. I don't know why it's not staying on there. Oh well. whatever. It'll be fine, right? Okay. That was tightening. That's nice and tight. Almost. And there we go. The clutch is off. Not too bad. Really greasy. So there's a connection up here. It's covered in oil, and I gotta unplug. Let's see. As you can see from my hands, it's very oily. And you know what? I may not unplug it, just because I don't need to. I'm just replacing the drive belt, which is right somewhere. Oh, here it is. Drive belt, because mine is cracked. So, I'm not going to unplug the clutch, I'm just going to leave it. So, alright. Get back with you guys when the belt is off, but there she be. There's the clutch. So, impacts make things so much nicer. Alright, status update. I am pulling pulleys off like a madman. This is the pulley that goes on the crank. This pulley goes right next to the crank, and this little got a little spacer and washer and nut, and this little guy, this little guide right here. And that goes on. You see that bolt sticking out right there. Is that it? No, that's the bolt. That goes on that bolt right there. Now I've got this plastic pulley off, which is part of the clutch assembly, which goes back on that bolt. And then on the front pulley, notice the nut is really clean. That goes with that double guide and that nut back there. So that's my status. You can see there's a bunch of grass up in the transmission, and it's pretty greasy under here, so I'm gonna do the best I can just to clean it with some compressed air or something like that. The belt is almost all the way out. You can see this thing is, oh, come on, focus. There, cracked pretty badly. Don't know how much longer that would have lasted me. There's the hood, yay! But that's where I'm at. Pulling pulleys off. Gotta love the impact, tell you that. Ugh, I am gross. That's okay. But this thing here is an awesome tool. It makes life so much easier. I've done stuff by hand for quite a long time, and I probably will continue to do stuff by hand. But when you can use the impact, oh man, it's a lifesaver. And then, better view of the clutch. You can see how greasy it is. Everything under there is just like this, just how greasy. But it's just the one bolt that holds it under the engine, and a little crusty, but hey, it works. So I will clean it up, and that'll be that. So my hands are gonna be nice and slippery, all the grease and oil and stuff. But yeah, progressing right along. So pulling pulleys, pulling bolts. Oh, my next thing that I have to do is, you can see down under here that the steering is right there for connects the little push rod, connecting rod, whatever you want to call it, to the front axle. And there's the thing, the piece right there that goes down from the steering wheel, the worm gear and all that stuff. So I will be gotta remove that the ball joint right there. Can't use the impact on that because it's in a peculiar place, but I have to remove that ball joint in order to get this belt around, because the arm right there, it's up in the arm. So that's gonna be fun. But I think once I get that off, then everything else is out. So I'll be pulling the belt out after that. Well, I got the rear pan off, just 4 bolts, and this is pretty much, you know, down to the frame. So it's pretty grody down in here. There's a transmission. I need to figure out how to get this here bar out, but it's pull the bar and the rest of it comes out. And I may, well, no, I'm not gonna pull the pulley off. There's just a snap ring there, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So I'm gonna get all this grass out of here, clean it all out real nice. Not gonna be as detailed level that I did my other one. I did that several years ago, but clean her up, looking good. Slap the new belt in, and then basically repeat everything that I've done. So when she's all back together, or actually when I'm doing the oil change, I gotta do an oil change on it. I already put clean oil in it, but it's the wrong kind of oil. And I just had it. I just threw it in there just because it's what I had. But once I get her looking pretty again, then I will get back with you guys and we will test her up. And big important thing, I'm getting the 48 out today, and we're gonna put the 48-inch deck on this thing so you guys can see that for the first time. But man, what a mess have I made, haven't I? Oh boy. Before, after, oh. Alright, well, I'm gonna keep going. Got a lot of cleaning to do. Glad I have an air compressor, that's all I'm gonna say. And safety glasses are very important. I do have my safety glasses on. So, not at the moment. I don't know where they are at the moment, but I did. I have them on at the moment. I'm not sure where they are. But I'll find them, and I guarantee I'll put them on, and we're going to clean this bad boy up. So, but yeah, that's what the back end of a LX173 looks like. Your deck adjustment, height adjustment lever, and the nice thing, these Peerless 5 is a 5-speed, and diesel trans, if you put a really small pulley on the back here, and then take this pulley that goes on the engine and make it bigger, that's how you make a racing mower, because then the gear ratio is different and it goes a whole lot faster. So, alright, I'm going to keep going, and that's where I'm at. Well guys, here you go. So, all the tires are off. It's like a Franken tractor thingy weird thing now. There's 3 of them, and the other one is up there, has some tools in it. New belt is on. Hands are gross. So the clutch is let out right now, and belt's nice and tight. Crawl underneath and show you all that joyfulness. There you go. Here's the clutch assembly. Got the pulleys back on, got the guards back on, got the front pulley back on, got the crank pulley back on. So the belt is in. Thank the good Lord, that was a mess. And my lady I got my parts from up at the dealership, she gave me the right part. I mean, I'm sorry, she billed me for the right part, but she gave me the wrong belt. My belt was a little too big. So, went up there, told her, talked to her, and she said, oh, it's no problem, and gave me a new belt. But, yeah, so, new belt's in. And next what I'm going to be doing is, you can see all that dirt came out of that transmission. So, it ain't perfect. Like you can see, there's a lot of junk there and everything, but it's okay. I'm not really worried about this thing being pristine. I just need it to work. Gas tank, it's about 1.5 gallons, I think. But, so what I'm going to be doing next is cleaning the floor pan, which is in the backyard over here. There's a floor pan. So I'm just going to wash it real quick. So just some water and the brush, and put that back on. Then what I'm going to do is I have to switch the tire that was here with one of the tires on that one. Probably the not this one, but the other one on the other side. Then oil change. Put the crappy hood on, because the good hood, which is from this one, and the crappy hood, which is from that one. The crappy hood's going on here, and the good hood's going on there, because that one over there is going to be the nice one. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah. Next time you see this, it'll probably have all 4 wheels back on. It'll probably be on the ground, and it'll probably be getting an oil change. So stay tuned, and there is more fun stuff to come. Well, there you go. So I'm getting ready to change the oil, but got the wheels back on, got the pan back on. Here's my safety glasses. I've been wearing them while I've been working. Steering feels real good. Shifter is feeling good. But yeah, I'm happy. And to confirm with you guys why we're doing this, here's the old belt. You can see it's been sitting for a while because it's actually in the shape of the big pulley in the back and the small pulley in the front. But just to give you a better look, why we're replacing the belt, and that's not the only one. I mean, there's another one right here. You can see the cords. Come on, focus. Oh, there's cords in there. Take my word for it. All the cracks are along here. I mean, this thing is it's done. It's done. So, got the new belt in there. Got the right belt in there. And now I'm going to go get my nasty old oil bucket. There's all the dirt from inside the transmission area. Not inside the transmission, but around the transmission. But, so I got a new air filter I'm going to put on there. New oil filter and fresh, I run synthetic oil. Here, I'll show you what I run. This is what I've been running in that mower. It's Castrol 1030 synthetic. This stuff here, it's awesome oil. I mean, I probably put 200 hours, 250 hours in this engine just last year alone, and I never had to change this. It never got too bad. Towards the end, it was a little dark, but it never got black. So the synthetic oil is great. And a nice thing about these Kohlers is that they have hydraulic lifters. So they're more of a high-tech engine, I suppose, for the time. But yeah, so it's real cool stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do the oil change on this. Going to put that oil in there, and I have a new filter over on the hood right there. So oil change, and then I have to switch that tire because it has, you can see the duct tape right there. That's the wheel that was missing the input key, the keyway for the axle. But I gotta switch that tire with this one right over here. Not the prettiest tire, but this one has a tube in it and it doesn't leak at all. So I don't really care. I mean, I care that it doesn't leak, but I don't care that it looks that bad. Because this one here is gonna have the beat up hood. It has the beat up wheels. I mean, I wiped this wheel out real good, you know, and it still looks like that. But so yeah, I'm gonna put the wheel that doesn't deflate on there, and then the 38 will come off and go back into storage. This tractor will go into storage, and I've got to pull the 48 out. So I'm going to go ahead and drain the oil out of this, and when I have the 48 out, I will go ahead and show you guys that. Hey guys, well, here you go. So pan is back on, all four wheels are back on, oil has been changed, engine's been cleaned up, new belt is installed, frame's been wiped down, new seat. Well, I have a more comfortable seat, my other one, so I put that one on here, overrid the seat switch. So all that's left is this test fire it, run it, and put the hood on. So this is the first time you guys are going to see the new one run. So see how she does. Oh, and I swapped out the tire as well, just to mention that. So choke on all the way, and say a little prayer, and here we go. A lot of work, but it was totally worth it. There you go. With the retired mower in front and the new mower that I'm sitting on. Very cool. Next step, getting the deck out. Real quick, it's going to start raining here soon, but there is the 38 for comparison. That's not mine. It's just the one that came on the new mower. But there's a 38 for comparison, and there's the 48. Literally just pulled it out. So I'm gonna slide this on. I'm gonna test run it for you guys once it's on, and that'll be that. Okay, so here you go. There is the new tractor with the 48 installed. Looks a lot better than the 38 in my opinion. Kind of fits it better. Alright, so this is the first time I've tried a mower deck with it. You guys get to come with me for that. So let's fire it up, see how she does. Take it out of gear. Alright, here we go. Drives good. My hands are a little gross, but see how it's working, right? Okay, so we stop. Put it in neutral. Here we go. Wow, that was embarrassing. Let's try that again. It's in neutral. That's why it won't let me do it. That was why. Nice and quiet. Very nice. And then if I put it in neutral, weird. I guess you gotta start the mower deck in gear or something. I don't know.